Hey guys, I'm Tyler and welcome back to Day-to-Day DIY. I've gotten quite a few questions about how to use the Deulen sharpening method for sharpening your jointer blades or planer blades, depending on what size sharpening jig that you got. I had a video about how to make this, and I've got some questions on how to use it, and specifically how to use it with an odd number of blades. My jointer has 3 blades, and I just ran a nail through it, so now is a great time to show you guys how to go through the sharpening. Before we get started, if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button right over there so you never miss when I upload a new video.
Here you can see the nick. It's not super terrible. If I wasn't making the video, I would probably just slide the blade so that you wouldn't actually see the nick in the piece of wood, but this is a great opportunity for a video.
Obviously be careful, as these are still wicked sharp even if you do have a dull area on them. To begin, I like to clean the blades off with mineral spirits so I don't gum up my sandpaper on the jig itself. And when you're taking the blades off your jointer or planer, pretty obvious, but make sure you unplug it. So on my sharpening board I got 180, 220, 320, 400, and I think I have 2000 over here on the edge. I don't really remember. These different strips you can get in a single package at like your local Rockler store, and they got various different grits and their adhesive back, which is pretty nice. First thing you want to do is take your jointer or planer blades, maybe run them over the 220 or 320 on the back just to make sure you don't have any massive burr. Three strokes. So we need to remember which blade we have. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, whatever you want to do. I'm just going to do 1, 2, and 3. And this is because we have an odd number of blades. We need to alternate them as we work up through the sandpaper grits. Then take any 2 blades that you want and install them in your jointer sharpening jig. Make sure they're set evenly so that you get an even contact with the sandpaper. As long as you made the jig right, that should just happen as you set the blade in. Probably wouldn't hurt to use gloves, as these are still wicked sharp, as I said before. There you go, nice and set. Now, depending on how heavily damaged your blades are, you may or may not have to start with the 180. I am going to start with the 180. So I've set in blades 1 and 2, and I'm going to do 10 strokes on the grit 180. Lay it on there. You don't need to push it down hard. You just need to make sure it's nice and even. 10 strokes back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice and shiny all the way down the blade, and you are good to go. Now I'm going to take one of the blades out and change it over to my 3rd blade. This so happens to be blade 1. Make sure all the screws are set and you got another good blade placement. Go back to the same grit you started on, 10 more strokes. Both the blades look good. Move on to 220 now. They will be a little bit shinier than before, and now we want to take the opposite blade out and put that blade back in and do 220 again. So now we have blades 3 and 1 in the jig. Once we're done with 220, before we change anything, move on up. Now we're going to go ahead and take out blade 3. Now move on to 400 and take out blade 2. Now on to the last grit, which is just a polish really. I'm only going to do about 5 strokes on this. So the basic methodology is you start with any 2 blades. When you're done with that grit, you switch 1 blade, do the grit again, and then switch the opposite blade every time as you increase grits. And I'll write that up in the description below so you guys can actually see the numbers. Hopefully that'll help clear anything up if there's any more confusion. So now we're all done. We made it all the way through the highest grit. Gonna take the blades out of the jig, and we probably have a little burr on the back, but they're also very dirty right now. So go ahead and hit them with a paper towel, and you can probably feel the burr on the back, definitely. So go ahead and put them on your 400 grit. Slide them back and forth a couple times. You can feel and hear a difference when you get rid of that burr. Well, there you go, guys. That is your method for 3 blade sharpening using the Deulen style jigs. If you have 2 blades, it's even easier. You put the 2 blades in and you go to town, you're all done. Again, in the description below, I will have a pattern sequence for how you want to do the 3 blades if I was blabbing too much and not giving you the right information. Hope you guys enjoyed this day-to-day DIY. If you did, please hammer that thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button right over there so you never miss when I upload a new video, like when I am going to set these jointer blades in a video in a couple weeks. I'm DIYTyler, and you guys have a good one.